2 Chronicles chapter 23. In the 7th year, Jehoiada strengthened himself, and took the captains of hundreds, Azariah the son of Jeroham, Ishmael the son of Jehohanan, Azariah the son of Obed, Maaseiah the son of Adaiah, and Elishaphat the son of Zichri with him, into the house. They went throughout Judah and gathered the Levites from all the cities of Judah and the leaders of the families of Israel, and they came to Jerusalem. Then all the assembly of Judah made a covenant with the king in the house of God. And he showed them the king's son, and said to them, Behold, the king's son shall reign, as the Lord said of the house of David. This is what you shall do. 1/3 of the priests and the Levites who enter on the Sabbath shall keep watch over the entrance gates. 1/3 shall be at the king's house, and 1/3 shall be at the middle gate. All the people shall be in the courts of the house of the Lord. But let no one come into the house of the Lord except the priests and those Levites who serve. They may go in, for they are holy, but all the people shall keep the watch for the Lord. And the Levites shall surround the king on all sides, every man with his weapons in his hand, and whoever comes into the house will be put to death. They will be with the king when he comes in and when he goes out. So the Levites and all Judah did everything Jehoiada the priest commanded. And each man took his men who were to be on duty on the Sabbath, along with those who were going off duty on the Sabbath, for Jehoiada the priest did not dismiss the divisions, and he gave them the swords and shields and weapons which had belonged to King David that were in the house of God. Then he stationed all the people, every man with his weapon in his hands, from the right side of the temple to the left side of the temple, and next to the altar and by the temple, and all around the king. And they brought out the king's son, put the crown on him, gave him the testimony, and made him king. Then Jehoiada and his sons made him king, and anointed him, and said, Long live the king. Now when Athaliah heard the noise of the people running and giving thanks and praising the king, she came to the king in the house of the Lord. When she looked, there was the king, standing by his pillar at the entrance, with the leaders and the trumpeters all around the king. All the people of the land were rejoicing and blowing trumpets along with the singers and their musical instruments, and those who led in praise. So Athaliah tore her clothes and said, Treason! Treason! Jehoiada the priest went out and commanded the captains of hundreds who were set over the army, and said to them, Take her out of the house, and slay whoever follows her with the sword. For the priest said, Do not kill her in the house of the Lord. So they seized her, and she went into the king's house by the entrance of the horse gate, and there they killed her. Then Jehoiada made a covenant between himself, the people, and the king, that they should be the Lord's people. And all the people went to the house of Baal and tore it down. They broke its altars and idols in pieces, and killed Mattan, the priest of Baal, before the altars. Also, Jehoiada the priest strengthened the works of the house of the Lord in the hand of the priests and the Levites whom David had assigned in the house of the Lord, to offer the burnt offerings of the Lord, as it is written in the law of Moses, with rejoicing and singing, as it was established by David. And the gatekeeper stood at the gates of the house of the Lord, so no one unclean should possibly enter. Then he took the leaders of the families, the mighty men, the governors of the people, and all the people of the land, and brought the king into the house of the Lord. Going through the inner gate to the king's house, they set the king on the throne of the kingdom. So all the people of the land rejoiced, and the city was quiet, for they had slain Athaliah with the sword.